Welcome to an exploration of Leviticus 18, a chapter often dismissed as a relic of ancient law but packed with relevance for today. Have you ever wondered why these guidelines on sexual relations matter in our modern lives? Far from being mere restrictions, they offer divine wisdom aimed at protecting us from the consequences of immorality and guiding us toward deeper, more meaningful connections. In a world where boundaries can feel blurred, these teachings challenge us to reflect on our desires and actions, providing a pathway to true fulfillment and integrity. So, buckle up as we unravel the transformative insights of Leviticus 18 that could reshape your understanding of love and morality. And let's read the chapter together. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, I am the Lord your God. You must not do as they do in Egypt, where you used to live, and you must not do as they do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you. Do not follow their practices. You must obey my laws and be careful to follow my decrees. I am the Lord your God. Keep my decrees and laws, for the person who obeys them will live by them. I am the Lord. No one is to approach any close relative to have sexual relations. I am the Lord. Do not dishonor your father by having sexual relations with your mother. She is your mother. Do not have relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with your father's wife. That would dishonor your father. Do not have sexual relations with your sister, either your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether she was born in the same home or elsewhere. Do not have sexual relations with your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter. That would dishonor you. Do not have sexual relations with the daughter of your father's wife, born to your father. She is your sister. Do not have sexual relations with your father's sister. She is your father's close relative. Do not have sexual relations with your mother's sister, because she is your mother's close relative. Do not dishonor your father's brother by approaching his wife to have sexual relations. She is your aunt. Do not have sexual relations with your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. Do not have relations with her. Do not have sexual relations with your brother's wife. That would dishonor your brother. Do not have sexual relations with both a woman and her daughter. Do not have sexual relations with either her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter. They are her close relatives. That is wickedness. Do not take your wife's sister as a rival wife and have sexual relations with her while your wife is living. Do not approach a woman to have sexual relations during the uncleanness of her monthly period. Do not have sexual relations with your neighbor's wife and defile yourself with her. Do not give any of your children to be sacrificed to Molech, for you must not profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is detestable. Do not have sexual relations with an animal and defile yourself with it. A woman must not present herself to an animal to have sexual relations with it. That is a perversion. Do not defile yourselves in any of these ways, because this is how the nations that I am going to drive out before you became defiled. Even the land was defiled, so I punished it for its sin, and the land vomited out its inhabitants. But you must keep my decrees and my laws. The native-born and the foreigners residing among you must not do any of these detestable things, for all these things were done by the people who lived in the land before you, and the land became defiled. And if you defile the land, it will vomit you out as it vomited out the nations that were before you. Everyone who does any of these detestable things, such persons must be cut off from their people. Keep my requirements and do not follow any of the detestable customs that were practiced before you came, and do not defile yourselves with them. I am the Lord your God. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for His mercy. But first, if you found value in this exploration, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more enlightening discussions. Together, let's continue this journey toward understanding and applying these important lessons. What steps will you take today to align your life with the principles of Leviticus 18? Your transformation begins now. Hey God, thank you for the wisdom we've uncovered in our study of Leviticus 18. It's incredible how these ancient teachings still resonate today, guiding us toward healthier relationships and a deeper understanding of love. I ask for your help in applying this knowledge in our everyday lives. May we embrace your standards with open hearts, living out these principles in a way that brings joy and integrity to our actions. Help us to be mindful of our desires and to support one another in this journey. Thank you for being with us every step of the way. Amen. As we wrap up our deep dive into Leviticus 18, it's time to reflect on how these timeless teachings can spark real change in your life. Are you ready to examine your own conduct and the moral standards you uphold? Engaging with these principles isn't just about adhering to ancient laws, it's about understanding the profound impact they can have on your relationships and community. Imagine what it would feel like to navigate life with clarity, integrity, and purpose, free from the suffering that often accompanies moral ambiguity. Ask yourself, how can you apply these insights in your daily life? Whether it's setting boundaries in your relationships, having open conversations about expectations, or reflecting on your desires, every step counts. Embracing these teachings can empower you to cultivate a life filled with authenticity and joy. And remember, this journey doesn't have to be solitary. Share your thoughts and experiences with others who are also seeking to live according to these divine standards. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.